We witnessed a horrifying chapter last time, where Hase and the female alien, now with a new exosuit, attacked Okarun and Sakata. On the other hand, Aira faced a hair-raising scene when she saw Rin's severed floating head amid countless other heads. Will they be able to solve this? Let's find out. We continue the story in chapter 184, titled The Class Rep's Head. When Aira saw Rin's head, she immediately approached and grabbed it. She asked Kawabanga what happened and how this happened to Rin, to which Kawabanga cried and told her that she needed to help. She pointed to the Headless people and said they were responsible. They had taken Rin and slam-dunked her head into the ring, which caused her head to pop off from her body. The multitude of Headless people began to attack by forcefully shooting heads, forcing Aira and Kawabanga to start dodging. She also became concerned when particles began emerging from Rin's neck. She then asked if wasn't Kawabanga a yokai, and if so, what were these Headless people attacking them? Kawabanga explained that they were called Severed Head Dribblers. When you secretly enter the gym at night to play, these headless basketball players appear and search for balls, specifically heads. After that, the Severed Head Dribblers continued attacking them, causing Kawabanga to tearfully ask what they were going to do, to which Aira replied that she didn't know. As she was saying that they needed to find the individual with the power, someone suddenly called her name. When she looked down, she saw that Rin's severed head had regained consciousness, which surprised her. Rin told her that she was glad she had arrived because Koki was in a dangerous situation. However, Aira was frightened and began to scream that a severed head was talking to her, which was when Rin realized she no longer had a body. Kawabanga felt relieved that she was still alive, while Aira questioned what was happening. Kawabanga explained that Rin was between their world and the afterlife, prompting Aira to ask what kind of state that was, so she explained that Rin was alive, but her body was in the afterlife. As it stands, she added, Rin's life force would continue to spill out from her head until it was depleted, and afterward, she would drift in this space for eternity. While they were dodging, one of their enemies managed to hit where Aira was about to step, causing her to lose balance. The Severed Head Dribblers immediately followed up with attacks, making Kawabanga shout for her to be careful. She tried to shield them, causing Rin to cry out in concern, while Aira moved quickly while calling her a noble fool. She protected Kawabanga, and because of that, she was hit by the enemy's attack. Aira's back was severely hit, while Kawabanga and Rin became worried about her. Aira began to fall and soon completely landed on the floor, while the enemies quickly approached her. She spat due to the impact of the attack and the force of her fall, so they immediately told her to hang on. Kawabanga asked Rin if she could sing, but unfortunately, she couldn't without her body. One of the Severed Head Dribblers reached them and quickly grabbed Aira's head. It began dribbling her head like a basketball, so Kawabanga tried to stop it. The enemy jumped toward the ring and positioned itself to slam dunk Aira's head. When this was about to happen, she remembered what Kawabanga had said about how Rin's body disappeared. We also suddenly went to a point in time where she was playing house. There was a doll here with its body submerged in a bathtub, causing it to look like a floating head. Her playmate, who was holding the spouse of the doll she was holding, thought she had become just a head, to which Aira replied that it seemed she didn't know what was popular in Japanese bath salts these days. When she lifted the doll from the bath, its body was revealed. She also remembered what Kawabanga said about Rin being between their world and the afterlife, and because of this, she seemed to have an idea. Back to the present, before she could be slammed by the Severed Head Dribbler, she grabbed Rin's head using her hair and began to insert it into the ring from below. When she did this, Rin's body started to reveal itself and return to normal. Kawabanga immediately felt hopeful when he saw that Rin was okay, but unfortunately, she was quickly caught by another Severed Head Dribbler. The two enemies simultaneously tried to slam Aira and Rin into the ring, but fortunately, Rin quickly transformed and pushed back the Headless people using her powers. She manipulated gravity and made their enemies' bodies float, while Aira was recovering. When Aira landed on the floor, Rin immediately thanked her, which caught her attention, and said that because of her, she could now sing. Instead of being serious, Aira still managed to ask why Rin was dressed that way and how she wasn't embarrassed wearing it. Rin became embarrassed and wished she would stop and hoped she wouldn't mention it. Kawabanga explained that when Rin sings, she can control gravity. Aira was amazed to hear this, but also questioned why she needed to dress that way, which made Rin blush even more in embarrassment. Kawabanga told her that obviously, it was because Rin is a singing and dancing idol. Afterward, the severed head dribblers didn't let up on their attacks and sent quick passes toward Aira, but before they could hit, Rin managed to stop them using her gravitational powers. She quickly told Aira to get behind her, saying she would defend them from the attacks. However, Aira just became serious, and even though she had a large wound on her back, she told Rin not to be honorably ridiculous. She also positioned herself to fight and pointed out that she's the leader here. And there you have it. The exciting team-up of Acro Silky Power and my Kawabanga Power is about to begin. Will their combined strength be enough to match the multitude of severed head dribblers? Let's find out in the next chapter.